Okay, today we're gonna be talking about Ariana Grande.
For those of you who don't know, people have been bullying Ariana Grande for losing a lot of weight.
Ariana Grande looks unrecognizable in new photos she posted, and fans are worried.
Even though Ariana Grande spoke out about her change in appearance a few months ago, even more concerning pictures are in the spotlight.
I'm a fan of a lot of Ariana's stuff, but I cannot support this.
So ladies and gentlemen, pick a cup up as we get ready to grow from the drama and learn from the chaos. Somebody on our Eugenia COoney video basically said, can we talk about Ariana Grande and her weight loss? Take care of yourselves. We're not going to take care of you. Know what I'm saying? Ariana Grande is massive.
Yeah.
So if you don't know about her, I can't help you. Yeah, I can't help you. I think you're mental if you look at her from her previous pictures to more modern pictures and you don't see a drastic change in her weight.
I never watched Ariana Grande like that.
So this is a picture.
That's crazy.
Okay, so
That is very left.
So I was watching a video by a creator called Laurie Hill.
Now, going back to the extreme weight loss, even 5 to 7 pounds lost on Ariana's thin, petite frame is a lot for her. And if you take a look at Ariana overall, you do see fat loss to her body. We can clearly now see her ribs and her clavicle poking through. I think that what you're seeing on her face is this shock of actually seeing the plastic surgery more pronounced on her face, including things like implants and lifts, because of the weight loss. When you lose fat from your face, you lose the structure to your face. And in Ariana's case, the fat was laying over her implants and also making things like lifts look a lot softer on her. So when she lost that facial fat, she lost the softer look to her face.
She was saying that before, when everybody was saying, oh, you look more healthy, she had depression, anxiety.
There are many different ways to look healthy and beautiful. I know personally for me, the body that you've been comparing my current body to was the unhealthiest version of my body. I was on a lot of antidepressants and drinking on them and eating poorly, and at the lowest point of my life when I looked the way you consider my healthy.
Prove it!
It's hard to take a person's testimony. No, testimony.
Okay.
When they are the person being examined. I get what she's saying. Yeah. And I think it's important that we understand that for her, she feels like she's in a better place. But observably, you know, in football, they say the eye test. Yeah. This person can have as much stats as they want, but when they get onto the field, you can see with your eyes what they're doing and how skillful they are and how well they play.
So Ariana, we want to see the kgs.
What's your bench? What's your bench numbers, Ari?
kgs.
Yeah.
Like, what are you weighing in at?
It's gonna sound very sly, but as a guy, I understand that women have ridiculous beauty standards put on them, and that they're always judged. Like, you can't even just be a singer. You have to be an amazing singer for people to kind of say, all right, she's overweight, but we'll take a chance on her.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, Ariana's massive, not solely because of her singing, but because she's attractive. It's always crazy to me how quickly parents want to throw their children into entertainment, because it's a bit mad. Like, I did music in it. I used to work with this girl. She was an amazing singer, and there was a label that was interested in her, and they were like, yeah, you sound great, but we're gonna need you to hit the gym. The industry, they've made money off her body. Now, when you use your body to make money, it also means that people can be critical of your body because you pull it out there and you pull it on show. Like I alluded to before, it's more than just singing. you're making money from how your body looks.
And she sings about it, as I said, like
Yeah.
you got positions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a highly sexualized song. And similar to God Is a Woman. And like she goes hard for the narrative of I'm pretty, like, and I'm either good at sex or you should want me because I'm pretty.
When you have those kind of narratives, they draw attention towards your body.
Men look at you and they think only of sin.
This is the sword of Damocles for women, yeah? Because when you enter the industry, you're the young, beautiful, but as you get older, all of your imperfections start coming out. Yeah, and then you accelerate the process because you dabble in cosmetics here, cosmetic surgery there.
And you got the cosmetics and you got the, you know, M&Ms, you get me?
M&Ms?
Yeah, the pill popping and the white lines and the booger sugar. And
so the lifestyle as well, it can be very hectic. Outside of that, the schedule that you kind of operate in, bro, it's mad. I feel like drugs are part of the menu when you live a lifestyle like that. You're just on the go.
Like, yeah, even high amounts of caffeine, because you don't have the time in between to eat, you know. And then like the party lifestyle, if you're someone who drinks, then you got the alcohol. There's too much.
So a lot of that is gonna make your body look worse for wear. You know what I'm saying? You look at me, no stress. Also, if you create a parasocial relationship with your audience, they're gonna feel more entitled to information about your life. You're inviting people into your life. So now, if you lose weight drastically, just like you would if a friend you hadn't seen for a while comes through the door and they've lost massive amounts of weight, you're gonna start asking questions.
What the hell happened to you?
Talk to me. That's what people who are concerned with your well-being do. So I know that online is difficult for women. Yeah, they get a lot of criticism. A lot of it is biting criticism. But when you've let people in the front door, they feel a way if you just slam it back in their face. However, I do want to say that celebrities are people as well.
That's true. Yeah.
And they don't it's a damn thing.
I say this all the time. Do you know who's like that? Adesanya, UFC fighter Adesanya. He's like, I don't owe you nothing. He's like, if I don't want to say hello to you today, I do it respectfully. And he said that like loads of people look at him a different way for it, because they ask him like, yo, like how can you do that to your fans? He's like, I'm very appreciative, but I'm a human. I'm guarding my energy. I'm making sure that I've got the energy to do the stuff that I need to do in the day. And yeah, like I think it's a positive thing.
So just imagine she is going through something very painful and it's being reflected in her weight. I'm not saying that it is, but what I am saying is that, do you expect her in the height of that to come out and say, listen, I'm having XY thoughts about self-deletion and I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping, I'm warring with my label. They don't have to tell you what's going on. They don't, but I just don't.
I listen to Kanye.
Listen, Kanye, you need to take a break, son. Like, we need to hear less about Kanye. You don't need to hear anymore. Do you think that parents can actually stave off this body image thing for their kids?
No. Children in their secondary socialization stage are ruled by what is around them. And because they're ruled by what is around them, they have eyes, they can see, they hear the conversations, and they will adapt to what they're around.
My answer is yes and no. Okay. Now, celebrities do not raise your children. So that's a hill I'm willing to stand on, yeah?
Okay.
To die on.
Say no more.
So, to live on, it's better to live than to die.
Wow. So Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, so your celebrities should not be raising your children. However, celebrities are motivational, they are inspirational.
True.
And so there's a balance that needs to be struck. I think one of the best ways is to create achievements in your children. as a parent, you need to give your children opportunities to create moments of achievement. One of the reasons why some children live so vicariously through celebrities is because they feel like their lives are infinitely better than the lives that they're living as young people.
Yeah.
And I think if you're doing things in real life, you're less likely to succumb to the peer pressure of celebrities.
Yeah, because you're disciplined areas where you're
as opposed to having nothing
to do.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, I'm just going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours cycling through social media. Because body image is incredibly powerful. I'm not going to lie. We all know what it's like to see an attractive person.
It's sensational.
It informs a lot of what we think about weight, and appearances and things like this. And a lot of it gets put onto boys too. But it's like, do you consider yourself a role model to young women? Do you think that being as thin as you are, as a woman, sets the right tone for the girls that you... Now, this is something for you to... I'm not saying that this is my perspective or my questions are correct. They're just questions. And if you think that the way that you're living is genuinely more healthy for young women and that you're not doing a disservice to young women, then that's what you gotta live with, innit? Yeah?
Exactly. Said, then it's up to you.
Yeah, that's what you gotta live with. And all the parents gotta try and, make sure that they do what they feel is good for their kids. What part do you think that fathers have to play in this, in being able to have conversations with their kids about weight and what beauty standards?
I think you have to be honest. But
you are ugly.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Yo, you better go get a job, man. You better be top of the damn class. You ugly motherfucker.
No, you didn't let me say it with the sensitivity. Man just went off on one. Yo, that is crazy. No, so yeah, I think you have to be honest, but I think you have to be kind. You have to be
truth and grace.
Yeah, truth and you got to do the truth and grace thing, innit? So you're gonna have to have that conversation, around not just like beauty standards, but like what you think of your child, honestly. Some people do it in a different way, some people do it religiously, some people do it culturally, do you know what I'm saying? And I think that helps because the person feels like I don't need to change anything because everybody's saying that I'm great. I think social circles as well, looking at any trends and stuff, like, because you can kind of see it, if your child's the it person, then like people are like, oh, you're so beautiful, and really like they're like, I hate my nose, I hate my chest, I hate this, I hate that. Then you're at dinner, not eating, pushing around the food, you veg dodgers, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for them.
I definitely think openness and attentiveness are two huge things for parents, especially dads. Because dads tend to be the enforcers, it's very common that, especially if you have young girls, they tend to don't want to talk to you about things because they feel like daddy's gonna judge them more harshly than mommy. And I think always taking the time to talk with your kids, like openly and honestly. And I think I'm not a massive affirmations guy.
Okay.
Yeah. But if my daughter comes in the room and she's wearing new sparkly shoes and she's like, Daddy, look at my shoes. I'm like, oh, those are really nice. Those look really good on you. Because it's good for their confidence. It's good for them to be able to try new things, and it's good for them to be able to feel good in their own skin. But at the same time, you have to tell them, like, she started school and we had to talk to her and say, listen, when you go into this school, you will make some friends. But not everybody's gonna be your friend. Some people might say mean things to you. This is what to do if people say mean things to you. And I think this kind of conversation should happen with the weight thing as well. And I think giving them the tools to know that, one, the thing might be coming, and two, how to deal with it. Hopefully that offsets. Now, everything that we talk about is just our opinion, and you could try this and then your daughter or your son still has issues with their image. Then it's about, you've done what you can, and you know, maybe an intervention is needed or something like that. People have been comparing the weight loss to Eugenia COoney.
Oh, raw.
Don't do that, okay? Now, I know that Ariana Grande has lost quite a bit of weight, but Eugenia COoney is an exceptional case. Yeah? I remember like when I was putting the video together, when we did Eugenia COoney, my wife would not let my daughter into the room. Yeah? To see what she looked like, okay? We'll talk about two different things, and I think sometimes we have to be careful with going to the extreme. She's not anywhere near the level that Eugenia COoney is, but I will say that people have what seems to be a genuine concern about her weight loss. And so it's up to her whether she takes that at the end of the day and go and learns with that. But if there's any, I know this is mostly a male channel, but if there are any ladies watching it, it's hard. Okay, it's really hard, yeah, because I want to say, do what's good for you, innit? But that might not be the right type of advice. Yeah. All I will say is, if you think that you've got issues with your body, you should speak to someone. Speak to a respected adult, and then if that adult can't help you, then seek, you know, maybe psychiatric interventions, talking therapies, things like that, that might help you get on track. You know, if you feel like you have, if you feel like you have like an eating disorder or something like that. And for all the rest of us, just keep an eye out on your peoples. Dads, keep an eye out on your daughters. Try and soften a little bit so that they are able to talk to you about some of the more pressing stuff in their lives. And if you can't speak to your dad, at least speak to your mum. You know, don't let this stuff fester. Don't feel embarrassed, especially if you're a pubescent girl. Your body's gonna go through changes. You are gonna be exposed to celebrities and their weirdness and their wildness. And just remember that a lot of the stuff that goes on in the Wild West, in Hollywood and all the rest of it, most of them are deranged.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Most of the time, your parents are trying really hard for you, innit? And you're cared for. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with the family. My name is Sammy.
My name is Don.
Our house has been your house. And thank you for chilling with the family. Until the next time. Peace.
Wow.